So I got a lot of people north. I mean, I know West Philly.
West Philly,
I make a lot of money. I got a lot of money in Philly. I ain't gonna front it. A lot of illegal money,
There's a
man.
lot of money making people.
I mean, a lot of illegal money in Philly, man. I ain't gonna lie.
We some
Come on.
hustlers.
I need you back, bro.
Hey, John,
We on.
yeah,
We
John,
live.
that's it, John.
We live.
Philly got the cash.
We live.
Where the cash at? Where the stash at?
My young boy.
Nigga, pass that. Philly got paper.
Absolutely.
I know where it's at, but I ain't going back.
My young boy.
I'm not going back, man. Shout out to Philly, though. Philly in the
Yeah,
building.
shout out to us.
All day.
215.
215.
267.
Yeah, they got the Amish people out there, too, man. Watch where you go. Watch where you turn.
We already know.
I ran to the
Go.
Amish one time. Turn them up, bro, a little bit. Harlem on the rise. About to get the money.
On the rise, so we love to get the money. It's a podcast, you can catch us being funny. Yeah, from 7 to 9, we litty and live. So stop everything, this is serious vibe. Catch us on the Wednesday, it's litty on the hump day. Listen in your car, got the beat on a Monday. Facebook Live, we live and direct. You can call and kick it with us, cause we show respect. Yo, a lot of topics, we always got it poppin'. You know we neighborhood, we always kicking knowledge. Yeah, that's the stilo, we do it for the people. Swagger than the ego, we ordinary people. We be kicking in, cause you know we living in. Come and catch a vibe, cause it's live from a witness in. We down for each other, no matter the weather. It's the beat,
wants to be nice.
us. Harlem stick together, what's up?
Yeah, the streets.
Got Philly in the building right there. Right. What up? Hey,
Right.
yeah.
Philly in the house.
We got Philly in the building. Gotta turn this around.
That's right.
The label around.
Welcome to the Beat 139 of Doc.
Don Vito,
Turn that
Corleone,
one.
what up?
Around.
Happy Wednesday, all day. You know, we this month is what I was told from, but I'm a respected though. It's Women's Month,
Yes.
right? So being that it's Women's Month,
National
it's only right that the Beat 139, you know, we always rock with the community, so we doing a feature tonight of all about the women. You understand? So I want y'all to salute the women. Let's clap for the women. That's right. So all the way from Philly, came from Philly, you know, to represent and to showcase their entrepreneurship. These two young ladies right here, they came to see me, they came to see Doc, came to see my man Keith Cash. I know my man Keith Cash, all right? And young ladies, just tell them what your name is.
My name is Star McMillan.
Talk to the mic.
My name is Star McMillan.
And I'm Aniyah / Natural Naya.
Okay, and so we're gonna start off like real easy, like tell them where y'all from, you know, how y'all came up and what y'all doing right now. Y'all can take turns.
So I lived in Jersey most up until the age of 14, and then I moved back to Philadelphia. I was raised in foster care, so I wound up moving back to Philly when I was like 14. It's crazy because I actually got into Total Life Changes, which is currently my business that led me to other entrepreneurial, businesses. But yeah, that's the it right there.
So basically what Vito's saying is the upbringing. The story, we're gonna get to this part, right? Because we want people to feel y'all's story, like feel y'all as a person,
Yeah.
get to know y'all.
Okay.
So we're gonna come to this.
Okay.
So, we want to get into y'all upbringing. Like how it was, where you from, and how it was you grew up in that neighborhood. Yeah.
Go ahead, give
You want me to go?
Well, you can go back in.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Give me full. Tell them.
All right, so like I said before, I grew up in foster care. I was born in Philadelphia, but I moved to New Jersey because I was in foster care. My upbringing was, I'm not going to say it was rough. I'm going to say, growing up in foster care was a very, very interesting experience because, moving from house to house and getting to know people that you just don't even have no idea who they are. And then not having that attachment to your mom or dad or whatever, it kind of closed me off to the world growing up, you know. So when I moved back to Philadelphia at the age of 14, I quickly had to learn how to develop relationships with people, and really understanding how Philly moved and shaped in a way, because I grew up in Jersey. I grew up in Cherry Hill, the bougie part, they say. Every time I tell somebody I grew up in Jersey, they be like, oh, you was bougie at one point. But going from growing up and getting the best of everything to moving to Philly and living in the projects in a 2-bedroom house with people that we wasn't even raised with, like family. Like, this was my brother and my sister that I never was raised with. To going to not knowing them to all of a sudden having to build relationships at the age of 14. And it was just like, it was different. It was very, very different. I disconnected completely. And it's crazy because people say that trauma, when you're growing up, you are supposed to know the trauma when you're going through it. But I didn't know trauma until after I got back in it. Like, growing up in foster care, people would be like, that's trauma. But for me, the trauma came back when I got reunified with my family. You know, that was like deep, because it was like people would think that reconnection to mom and to your siblings would be like love. But being reconnected with them was like, hold up.
But did they ever tell you why they sent you to foster care?
Oh, my mom, she was on drugs.
Okay.
My mom and my dad was in the military, and he was using drugs. But he did his thing, you know, he took care of his kids and he took care of home. My mom, she was like in the streets, you know, and my family, they were in a place where they were like, we're going to teach her a lesson, and that lesson turned into us being taken completely. It was only supposed to be a lesson, but the lesson turned into us being taken.
Also, a few of y'all, not just you.
Mom and
So,
kids.
so how old you?
Yeah, 'cause I'm mine.
Born in Philadelphia, and you went to the foster care. How old you was when you went to Jersey?
About 4 or 5 years old.
Oh, so you Philly. You all Philly. You all Philly.
Nah,
That's
I
my
stay
little
Jersey
sister.
all day.
Nah, you
I
Philly.
my knowledge and everything that I've learned and my heart comes from growing up in Jersey.
Okay.
Because the struggle from Philly was like really rough for me. So the only way for me to really get back to who I was for me to really embrace what I learned growing up.
What you mean was really rough though?
I had 2 kids, 17 and 18. I was homeless by the age of 16. So I moved back with my mom when I was 14. I was put out when I was 16. I had to quickly learn how to literally navigate the streets.
Right.
The streets really raised me. Like, when I say the streets raised me, you know, I had like niggas in the streets that had my well-being, that my best interest at heart, that made sure I had the best of everything. I ain't never had to worry about not having to pay for college. I ain't never had to worry about not having a car. I ain't never had to worry about not being able to pay a bill. If my electric got cut off, I pick up the phone and call somebody, and they have the Pico guy coming through, nigga rigging my electric. You know?
Nigga rigging.
Nigga rigging.
What's nigga rigging?
Nigga rigging is when your electric get cut off by the guy that sneak up, the Pico guy that sneak up and cut your electric off. Then you got the other Pico guy that lives in the hood and that sympathizes with the single moms.
Right.
And they'd be like, okay, toss me a few dollars real quick, and
Right.
I'll hook it up to where the Pico can't detect
Right.
your electric being back on. So when you get the money to cut it back on, they ain't gonna get you for fraud.
Right.
That's nigga rigging.
All right. So Aniyah, let's talk. What's
Okay. So, I was born in Virginia,
up? What part?
Norfolk.
Norfolk.
Norfolk,
That's my
Virginia.
town.
Yeah. My dad went to Old Dominion College out there.
ODB.
ODU.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, ODU. Yeah, man.
he met my mom. My mom was a bartender out in West Philly. So my dad was into like DJing and speakeasy, and like he had his own stuff going on. So my dad needed to, you know, get out the streets as well, West Philly, over by Westminster. So, you know, we from his side is from the South. So my dad went to Old Dominion, and they had me not too far from Virginia Beach. So I was just, born there, but then, before I even turned 1, we moved to Philly. And, I really grew up with a good structure. My grandma, my mom, my dad raised me. I have 2 older brothers. I have mad cousins that love me and appreciate me. So I grew up in a good structured home. We went from a 2-bedroom with 8 people to a 3-story home with 8 people. So, my grandma was a bodybuilder. She was a model, a track star. She worked a 9 to 5 for people off of Broad Street. So, she raised me to cook, clean, dust trophies, wax the floors, always make sure my hygiene was good. So I grew up good. My mom was a hustler. My dad was a hustler. So, fast forward, I always kept good grades in elementary, middle school. I went to college, Delaware County Community. And then my grandma passed away during cancer back in 2012. So when I lost her, my life kind of took a turn because I was living with her, So I won't say I turned to the streets, but I became an exotic dancer because working my 9 to 5, I went to school to be an education teacher. So I had like my associate's degree in early child education. And my dream was to just open up my own daycare, but at the time, I'm 19, you feel me, I'm getting a car. Me working at McDonald's wasn't enough. So I turned to the club, and I worked out here in New York a couple times and made good money.
What you mean, working doing what?
Dancing.
Exotic dancing?
Exactly.
So where did you dance in New York? We was rocking.
I was at,
Downtown, uptown,
I
Bronx.
was, at,
Sue's.
Sue's.
Yeah.
I went to,
Sin City.
Sin City, and, I went to, let's start with a P.
The GOAT?
Not the Goat. It was,
She said start with a P, he said the go.
Now the GOAT was rocking. I'm trying to help out.
it's crazy because
You know
I'm
what I'm saying?
having
Go
like
kill it one
a
time.
blank. I'm having a blank moment right now, but I slept in my car coming out
Right.
of New York to hustle. So I done worked at, Onyx, Vanity. I done worked out Miami. I done worked out and, I traveled as a dancer with my mom
Right.
on the side of me, making
Right.
sure I submit my homework.
With your who?
Hold up.
With
So,
my mom with
so this
me.
is interesting right here.
Wow.
So you decided to dance, how old? You said 19?
I was 19, 20 when I
So
decided to
19,
dance.
and you brought your mom along, and she was with?
Yes.
Yeah, my mom was, the first night, my first money night, I probably made like $700, and I called my mom. My mom was like, just go for it. Cause my mom knew I was raised right. So anything that I do, my mom is gonna always, support me 100%. So when I told her about it, I'm thinking she gonna like be upset. But my mom was like, nah, like if this is something that you see, potential in doing, go ahead and do it. But my mom always told me just be smart and live your life.
So you wasn't nervous?
I mean,
The first gig you did was in New York?
no, the first gig I ever did was off of 63rd and Market in West Philly.
Because normally people, when they first try it, they don't want to do it in their neighborhood, so they go out the way. Like
Actually,
most people won't go far away because they don't want to see nobody they know.
actually, I really did it in my neighborhood. That was the first gig I ever did in my neighborhood. And
How was that?
I didn't really put thought to it, like my brother friends, my cousin friends. I didn't really process it. I didn't really think it. All I was thinking about was the money and how I had to pay for this, how I had to get books for school. You know what I mean? Like, so I mean, it was awkward. At the end of the day, I just blocked out the emotion and I took the money. I was able to do things. I was able to support myself because it's but so much my mom and dad can do for me. I'm a grown woman and I've been had a job since I was 12 years old.
Okay, you being 19 years old, was it hard for you to be in a relationship with a boyfriend being a dancer?
Yes. Yes. My first real relationship, which I'm currently in now, we've been together 8 years strong. He's been rocking with me since before I met him during dancing. So yeah, we had our trials and our tribulations, coming home late, just going through the ups and downs of the relationship and stuff like that. But it made us stronger. It made us realize, like, even though I was dancing and still with him, I always made sure that he knew that he was the only one. And I came home at night, you know what I mean? Like, I made sure that whatever we decided to do as a couple, that it got done regardless of what I was doing. But eventually, yeah, he of course he didn't like me.
Okay. Did he meet you?
Yeah, he met me.
Stripping?
He met me there.
Okay, so it's different.
Yeah, he met me
It's different.
there, and
It's
he
different.
always told me that he chose me.
Yeah, if he met you there, it's different.
Yeah.
Because if someone didn't know you and you was doing it already, then he meet you, he get to know you, then y'all date, and then you say, you know, I can tell you something, and you're a dancer. I think that's a little different for someone to take than someone meeting you at the spot.
Yeah, he met me there, and
Okay, yeah.
it was just, it went on from there, and it's still going on now, so.
So let me ask you a question. So both of y'all just gave y'all stories, how y'all came up, right? So how did y'all come together as friends?
Go ahead.
Okay, so I met Star, through a friend of mine, her cousin.
Yeah, talk to the mic.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Her cousin is a good friend of mine. Like, we grew up, we went to school together, and she was doing this business called TLC, Total Life Changes. And Star McMillan was at the event. So they was giving a presentation about how you pay 5 different ways, and you know how these amazing products help you lose weight, gain weight, or you know, just, you know, basically have financial freedom. Excuse me. So Star signed me up into the business, and ever since she signed me up, I was on her line every day. I was at her house getting mentored, getting trained every single day, and it was points. It came to points where I was sleeping on her couch. Where it's like, no, I'm not leaving until I get this damn pack. She would feed me baked beans and hot dogs. We had ramen noodles. We would wake up. She'd give me a shot of NutriBurst. She'd like, let's go. We go to the mall. We go hustle. So, you know, going out to this event, TLC, that's how me and her met. And she actually provided me with shelter as well. And our friendship got deeper. And
I like that. Hold on, yeah. I like it.
Yeah.
That's nice.
She gave me a roof over my head for
Like
a couple months.
Women's Month, y'all.
Yeah, until I got my situation together. But it was times where I didn't have no money, and she was like, I got you. You know, she'd cook for me.
Okay, Star.
So Star, what made you click with her, and what energy you felt for you to extend yourself? Because you said you have 2 kids.
Man, I got more than 2 kids.
Oh.
I got a grandbaby.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Okay.
My
2 kids in the grand.
No, 4.
4 grand.
Yeah, I got a 2.
No,
No,
4
4
kids.
kids and 1
You
grand.
got 4 kids in the grand.
Yes.
You don't even look like it though.
No.
That's why she's my dog.
Don't come on this show line. She on this show telling
My
lies.
daughter, she's in the Air Force. My oldest daughter, she's in the Air Force. She's 21, and
Right.
she just had a baby like 3 months ago.
21, you look 21.
Yeah.
But yeah, my son, he's 20, and then I got 15 and a 7-year-old.
Right, okay.
Okay, so you have a 7-year-old. So what makes you take her and you saw her grind? What was it about her you bringing you home?
Let me tell you, when she called me and she was like, Star, I need you to help me with this business. And when she came to my house, now the first time she came to my house, she just told me what she wanted, and I was like giving her just nuggets. I was dropping nuggets on her. But I'm gonna be honest, Aniyah already got it, because she a hustler at heart. That's just what it is. Her spirit, her energy, it was just pure, it was natural. Like, she likes to laugh, she likes to connect with people, so she already got the thing, right? But when she wanted to learn the business, then adding the business with what she already had, it was just like perfect. So I was just like drawn to who she was. Like, most people, like, you gotta go through like a dozen people to find somebody that's a go-getter.
Right.
You know, and for me to connect with her at an event where she was introduced to me by my cousin, I was like, yo, she it. Like, she it. And the thing is when days when I'm down, she got my back.
Right.
And days when she down, I got her back. And then days when we both need somebody to be real, we got each other back. And that's just what it is for us. And I just like that. Like, I like it. Like, she be like, Star, you got to just get it together. And I be like, days when she be unsure about certain things, I be like, just do it. Just do it. You know, ain't no thinking.
That unity.
Yeah, ain't no
Like that.
thinking, just do it. And when she do it, she'd be like, you know what, she was right. And the fact that we complement each other in areas, it was just like perfect, you know. So
That's
I
amazing.
trust her.
Because it went through your cousin and now y'all like cool. So let me ask you this, right? The business, my understanding of, correct me if I'm wrong, like you started it, people falls under you, and there's like a pyramid, right?
Yeah.
So can you explain the business? Because I know a little something that my niece was doing and I took this.
So the business, people sleep on the business. Let me just put that out there first.
Put that out first.
Because I've been without a job, no public assistance, food stamps. Only thing I get from the state is help, is medical. You understand what I'm saying? And I've been going since the pandemic started. Like I got laid off my job December 31st, 2019. And when I tell you that this business has blessed me and my family, I've been a part of this business since 2016.
This been out since 2016?
No, this been
No,
out
longer.
since
Longer than
1999.
that.
But it blew up, I guess, because you
Yeah.
start seeing everybody, I guess more celebrities got on board with it.
Yeah.
I start seeing about it maybe, like you said, during the pandemic. I saw maybe.
That joint was heavy during the pandemic.
Yeah, during the pandemic.
Woo,
too.
they created, I don't know how many millionaires during the pandemic. Like people was making crazy.
I think it was like around 30 millionaires that was created.
It was, no, it was already, so I'm gonna say 15 to maybe 20 during the pandemic.
Yeah, because that's when I heard, I'm like, I seen everybody, I'm like, what the hell is this?
But-
So, you've been 16, so what you stop you from being a millionaire?
So the situation is that you have to develop a team of people that are consistent, that are go-getters.
Yeah.
You can sign up 50 people, but out of those 50 people, the law of averages, out of those 50 people, you might only get like 2 to 5 people that's
So you mean
serious.
sign up as far as what?
Sign up in the business that wanna make money. People that wanna join the
So
business and make
you
money.
sign them up, and how do you join?
You sign them up. Once you sign up, once you buy into the business, and you
How
know
much it costs to buy into the business?
at the lowest, like
120.
no, that's you can get one product coming into the business. So I would say at
Like
the lowest,
100?
like $80 to $100.
Yeah,
Right.
That's on the
So,
low end.
okay, so people buy into the business,
So it's like an investment.
Yeah.
investments in the business. So what about if a person wanted to buy, say if I wanted to buy this, do I have to buy into the business?
No, you can just buy
I
the
just
product.
buy that
Yeah, you
from
can
you?
just be a customer.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
So when you sign into the business, you get a website. And a lot of people out here, they struggle with having their own website.
Right,
So, TLC is not just you buying in, you become a contractor, you become an independent
Business owner.
owner,
right,
and you have a website over like 50 products.
right.
And you get paid daily, you get paid weekly, you can get paid residually,
You
and
get
you
paid
can
right
get
now.
paid, like just
Right.
like how the young lady over here said, if we got product on hand, that equal cash on demand.
How do they
So,
pay you?
they just-
In what form?
So Cash App, Cash, or if you click my website, I have my own like TLC debit card where I get paid a commission. So it's like so many ways you can get paid. And when you move up in the business, like if you become a director, you get a director's commission. When you come rising star, executive, global,
Right.
you come what's at the global?
National.
It's national global.
Then
You
ambassador.
get bonuses from the company, plus not even including the customer money, the commission, not even including the money you make on hand. You can do your taxes with this, and you get a website, everything like this.
They
This
can do
business
customer
is
service,
amazing. I've been in
dropshipping.
business since 2019, and my first month on part time, I made $1,000 in the business.
Right.
No income claims because
1,000 when? A month?
no, just my first month,
Right.
Learning.
just on the website, but on hand in a week, I probably made like $500-600
Right.
because it's my energy. Everybody not gonna be like me.
Right.
Because I came from a strip club background, so I hustle. I go up to people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I had that hustling mentality. So when I said I wanted to stop dancing, and I wanted to take that knowledge because I was tired of that lifestyle. I took it over to health and wellness because I was drinking. You know what I mean? It was backing me up. I was gaining weight. I wasn't able to use the bathroom properly. So it was just more of a different lifestyle. And when I came and I was real and I was natural with it. The money came to me like clockwork.
So, previously you said that you were heavier than you are now.
Yeah, like I was like.
So was you heavier when you started stripping, or I mean?
Nah, so when I first started dancing, I was slim. Like
Right.
back in, I was 2012, 2013, I was like 19, 20. I was slim.
Right.
But, you know, going through life, you drink, you gain weight, you work at night, you're not getting sunlight, you sleeping all day. So I'm going to school. I'm just barely like, all right, let me just get up to go to school, then I'll go home, then boom, I gotta go straight to work. So I'm not really getting a proper natural structure.
Right.
So I put on weight.
Right.
And then, you know, just eating unhealthy and, you know, having a boyfriend at the age of 20, cooking and cleaning, you know, doing stuff like that, it causes you to gain weight.
Right.
So I'm like, damn, 205 pounds at the age of like 20, like 26, 25. I'm like, oh, hell no, this gotta change.
Yeah.
So literally, I had lost my job and I only had $200 and that's when I met her and I invest. And I was able to flip my pay.
So you was already doing it?
Yeah, she was already in the business.
She invested her last.
My legs.
Her drive and motivation. I was like,
I ain't had no choice.
yeah.
I had to
she
pay
was like-
bills. I
she was like,
got brothers that I look out for. I send money to. I got nieces. You know, I have no kids right now, but you know, I take care of family's responsibilities.
Right.
So you know, I had to make a change. I still got bills myself. So I just took that hustling drive, and I said, I'm done drinking. I'm a really rock out with the NutriBurst. I'm gonna just give my true dedication and my testimony, and I'm telling everybody about it. I don't care if you want to hear it or not. Everywhere I go, that's what I do. Because everywhere I will go in the strip club, y'all gonna tip me. Y'all gonna buy me a drink.
Right.
Y'all gonna go get the ones.
Right.
So now I'm just reversing that, and I'm just investing into.
So let me ask you a question. So let's start showing some of the products, because you got a lot of stuff around, and we're not talking about it. So
Okay.
just start picking up stuff and talking about it. Show
So
it to the camera.
wait, what camera?
Camera.
That's the first part.
Alright, so
On channel.
this NutriBurst, this is like liquid gold. We call this liquid gold. Like when I tell you this NutriBurst, I'm gonna say it saved my life. And I'm gonna tell you why it saved my life. Because going through the stuff that I went through, you know, when I was 14 or whatever, I stopped eating. I was so depressed. Like by the age of 19, I tried to commit suicide because I had so much on my plate. And they were trying to, like the doctors were trying to give me like medication for like depression and anxiety. And all it took was for me to eat properly and to put the right nutrients in my body. And when I tell you, you can go to the GNC and get one a days, baby. But at the end of the day, this is simple. This is so simple. You just pop a cap of it and it gives you all the vitamins and nutrients that you need. When I tell you, it gave me all the vitamins, amino acids, phytonutrients, and I didn't even realize how that not eating properly was like, it was like messing up my sleep. It was messing up, you know, me being able to concentrate on a day-to-day basis. I was like always like all over the place. So I took a simple shot of this stuff, and it was just like the first month I ain't had issues with my stomach. I had a bleeding ulcer in my stomach, and I couldn't eat anything. Like I had really bad acid reflux or whatever, and I was always throwing up. I was always like, I always had stomach pains. I got fired from one of my jobs because I had so much health issues. But when I started taking these products, it was like, it really like brought back like my stomach lining and all this other stuff. So I ain't making no medical claims, but I'm gonna tell you what it just did for me. So this honestly, it saved my life. It really like helped me to like really just get back on track and really to be able to take care of my kids and stuff. So that's like the first one.
What we got here?
So that's the Aniyahs Tea. So we got like three different flavors. We got plain flavor, we got a raspberry flavor, we got an orange flavor, and we have a lemon flavor. So basically the Aniyahs Tea it stands for healing goddess. It's going to like get into your, like it's going to get 7 to 8 layers deep into your system, and it's going to detox your liver, your colon, your lungs. It's going to really give you a great detox, and it is going to give you like a phenomenal flush. And when you flush, it's going to give you energy, it's going to curb your appetite, even give you mental clarity. You just imagine you having so much backed up in you for days and weeks at a time, and when you finally get a chance to detox, you be like, wow, like you actually feel it coming from your gut. And when you done, it helps you be productive because you feeling light, like how he said before. Remember how you said you was feeling light and stuff like that? It'll definitely give you energy and everything like that. So the tea is really amazing. You can drink it hot or cold. You can add lemon. You can add your lime, your strawberries. You can make it like a nice little wine cocktail drink. Like us women, we like to drink wine and stuff like that. So when you say enough of the wine, give you some detoxing tea and flush your system. Kids can take it. Women can take it. Men can take it.
Kids can take it.
Yeah, children can take it. When my brother come home, my other brother was incarcerated for 8 years. He just came home January, and he was able to lose 30 pounds in 2 months with this tea and the NutriBurst.
So
I have another.
What we got here? What's that?
So right here is the meal replacement shake.
Don't move it. You gotta move it.
Okay.
It's on
We
camera.
have a meal replacement shake that has like quinoa, chia seeds in it, macaroon, spirulina. It has all your natural herb ingredients in it, and then you can use it as a meal replacement, or you can use it to gain weight. You can eat it with a meal to gain weight, right, to build up your muscular mass and get you that structure and that tonus that you want, or you can use it as a substitute for a meal, and it'll make you feel full. It's vegan. It has 21 grams of protein. It's really great. It has a vanilla flavor. You can put your fruit in it. I'm really big on smoothies and shakes, and I told you I've been in this business over a year now. So like when I take the product, I'm serious about the product. I mix and match it. So it's a whole bunch of stuff you can do with these products.
So let me ask you a question. Give me 1 second, girl. So
We got giggles over here.
No. Let me talk. Because I'm a certified master trainer for like 20 years.
Okay.
You understand? I've been doing this a long time. Workout, a lot of 20 years I'm in the game.
Yes.
I didn't hear y'all talk about nothing about working out with this.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So there's no such thing. I'm not down the product because I believe y'all, and I heard about the product, but there's no such thing as a miracle drug.
Oh no.
So when do y'all exercise? You gotta exercise with this.
Yes,
You ever just take this and be like some wow.
No, but let me tell you something. Hold on, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Before I started working out, I was shedding inches
Okay.
because I was getting all the parasites and pesticides out of my body and the sludge.
right.
Yeah.
So within 10 days, I had lost about, I'm gonna say 5 to 7 pounds. I didn't even work out. But once I seen the potential behind the product, I started going to the gym. I started working out 30 to 45 minutes a day. You definitely gotta change your eating. You can't eat a cheesesteak and detox and think you're gonna lose weight. No, you gotta change your eating. I eat avocados. I'm telling you, mushrooms and spinach and all types of kale. Like you have to eat right in order for you to detox right, for you to shed the pounds. And when you work out, it just tops it all. So I do recommend people. I have a trainer. I pay my trainer
What it is?
$10.
What it is?
I have a trainer.
Right,
I go to Edge Fitness.
Right, because you gotta,
Yeah.
in order to get in great health and in top shape, your diet has to be correct. Your body intake as far as nutritional stuff like that has to be on point, and you have to exercise. You have to work out.
Yes, you have to be active.
There you go.
So I'm gonna tell y'all the reason why I'm laughing. But it's funny he said that, right? It was me and my mom. I'm telling you the backstory of this, right? My mom was funny. Anybody know my mom, right? My mom was crazy. So when y'all doing y'all pitch, it remind me of most people who doing this. Like my niece got into it afterwards, right? So then my mom in front of the building chilling. So lady and another lady walked up like, hey, how you doing? This, that, and the third, and it was like a couple people there. And they doing the same thing y'all doing the pitch. Oh, you drink it, oh, make you feel good. My mom said, you can't tell me that shit works.
So you reminiscing
No,
on that?
every time someone like present this, so my mom just, I ain't gonna say a lot, but she said, no, I'm going with that shit. And she said, I said, why you gonna do that? She said, I ain't gonna tell you, ain't no way the thing gonna make me lose my stomach and stuff like that. Then so it's funny he said that because the girl never said about working out. Or she said, well, you drink this, you take, I think it was a pill too, right?
NRG.
Yeah, so it was like a lot of things.
You definitely gotta work out.
So she was saying this, so my mom listened, and my mom said, like, that shit don't work. And it's like, yo, it just bug me out. So it make reminiscence like this reflect on thing. I always laugh on.
Right.
So I didn't know it worked. So my mom said I thought it was just more for women. The girl was just pitching like to my mom. And she didn't say nothing about it. So I was, if my mom went, I would have got it. So I didn't get it. So my niece got into it. I bought it. So the piggyback, what they say it do work. And it works. Like, I'm telling you what it did for me. It made me go to the bathroom a lot, which is good. Because you empty, it cleans you out. And she said about this, I took this and this. And I think I took a pill. This you take in the morning.
Right.
Every morning, you don't have to eat nothing. You take that shit, you put it in the cup, go take it. Nice little taste, nice and cold. I'm telling you, it works. I'm not saying this because they hear, but it works. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I felt light. I never felt bloated and none of that. So it's funny that y'all here.
Show me it work.
Huh?
You gonna say, show me it work?
I'll show you. I ain't take it.
I ain't never seen you heavy, man. So
No, but
what did it do for you?
No,
I'm asking.
it made my stomach. It made my stomach.
I just want to know how it worked for you.
How it worked for me? I
You say
I never felt bloated.
How did it work for you?
I never felt bloated, and it ran me.
It ran you, but what did it do for you?
And I think I lost a little inch or something in my
That's what I wanted to know.
But
You gotta explain to people how it worked for
yeah,
you.
but it's funny. It's good that you said about the working out, because they never mentioned about the working out to me. I mean, to my mom said it, right? So I went back. It's funny. That's what said the whole story, and I ain't mean to laugh like that, but it was funny. My mom, but I told her my niece starts when she had something on, and my mom said the same thing. It works. So it's like it came full circle. Once my niece got into it, she's like, "Oh, auntie, you know."
So let me ask you a question.
It works though. But I ain't work out with it though. I
Because you gotta work out. You know, this is what I do.
It's recommended that you work out.
You gotta work out. You can't just take this. If that's the case, everybody in the world be in shape.
Facts.
Ain't no miracle drug for nothing out here.
Yeah, definitely not.
And I'm not gonna go no further than that because I want the ladies to shine. But you gotta work out. You gotta work out. But here's along with that. But my thing is that if people want to find y'all, they want to buy it, tell them what your links are and stuff like that.
So you can find me. You can find me on Instagram at @star_McMillan, STAR_McMillan, MCMILLIAN, and you can find Aniyah Gillette at Aniyah ANIYA Gillette GULLETTE on
There it is.
Instagram.
Hold up. I want to get back to you on something because you saying building a team. I'm big on that because I know how that is when you try to build a team, like you say, and it's not nothing. So when you said you got into it, and I asked you the question, why you not? What stopped you think from being a millionaire? Because you said during the pandemic, what you said, 20, 25 millionaires? 20,
Yeah.
15 millionaires? It blew up crazy.
Yeah.
And like I said, I just heard of it in, last year. And you've been doing it for a few years.
Yeah.
So what have you outside like your team?
So I've never been into multi-level marketing. This was like my first multi-level marketing. Honestly, I never even believed in the whole pyramid thing. And when I did more research into it, and I'm like, I went to an event and I'm like, all these black people getting all this money? Like I'm literally like I got multiple degrees. I've worked in corporate offices. I have a degree as a paralegal. I've worked with senators. I've worked with commissioners. I've worked with state reps. I've worked with some people. You understand what I'm saying? Like I'm active in my community, and I'm like, I'm literally doing this the hard way. I'm in the process of opening up a business, and so working 9 to 5, and then how people are in these type of businesses, and they're just all of a sudden getting this money. But the thing is, you have to have influence. You have to be able to attract people, but you have to be able to attract the right people. Because you can attract 30 people, and out of those 30 people, how many of them people is going to be go-getters? How many people is going to be in an Ieee, a Star McMillan? You understand?
That's with anything.
Like when I tell you, when I got laid off my job, my last check, I was like, I gotta invest more in this business. So what I did was I took my whole check and I spent $2,500 on products, and I was able to flip. Yeah, we went up. Yeah, when I tell you we was hard, like we went hard. Like I was able to make some bread. no complaints, but I definitely made some great money. And I still make great money. Even when I don't even promote on social media, people know that I always have.
So, you basically saying you ain't really promote as much as you could in the beginning? Cause you
Yeah,
said,
in the beginning, I knew nothing about this business. I knew nothing about having the right mindset. You gotta have the right mindset to be able to build a team, because you have to deal with people's personalities, people's energy, all their drama. You gotta like reset your people. And if you're not powerful enough to deal with their stuff and not let it affect you.
So when did it, okay, you started, when did you actually build the team? What year was that?
19.
Oh, 19.
September of 2019 is when I really
Yeah, and I
started.
started October 19.
And so how many people you have under you now?
I had a lot of people.
I know I have over
And
like
they go
100
dinners?
people.
Oh, you
No.
have people with you too?
Yeah, so even though
How that work?
I'm under her, so okay, so
Comes up under
basically,
you.
when you bring people into the business, they signing up as your personal basically recruiter or whatever.
Yeah.
So whatever they do in the business, you earn commission wise, residually, you earn income from what they do in the business. They keep all their money.
It's
But
a training bonus.
since you're training them, and you giving them the jewels, like the back office, and the little short alleyways of how to make money. When they hit ranks, when they make money, you earn percentages off of what they bring
50%.
into the business, and they keep all their money. Like I have a director under me now. Let's say if he make $1,000.
You got a director under you?
Yeah, I'm a rising star, so that's above director. So I'm going. So she's executive, and I'm going executive. So when she go executive, she will be going regional. So when I went executive, my payout for the week was $1,000 by itself, not including what I make on hand.
Mm-hmm.
You understand
So
what I'm saying?
this is interesting. So can y'all go to chain of command, the order, how it works? Cause you said it's rising star, I didn't know all that.
So yeah,
So
it's
it's
different ranks.
So what ranks?
So
go
it's
start?
starting off in the business, when you come in the business, you become a tour taker, and that's like when you actually set the business up, and that's like the first level. Then you go from tour taker to apprentice. Apprentice, you gotta be doing at least, so you gotta be doing at least $1,000 a week in business on both of your legs, because it's a binary compensation plan. So it's 2 legs. So $1,000 a week. So you got to have 500 on one leg and 500 on the other leg, and it's not just you; it's your team that you're building. So
Also, as apprentice, you have a team also.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
yeah, because you have to, in order to tap into the residual pay,
You gotta hit
you have to be binary qualified. So you have to bring in 2 business partners that are go-getters, that are willing to work the business and make money like you, and then you train and developing those people. Then the next level is director. You got to be doing at least $2,000 a week.
Yeah.
Because it's 1,000 on both legs, so that's 1,000. That's 2.
But what I want to say is you can still make that money without a team.
Mm-hmm.
Because during COVID, I made good money, but I lost people because they were scared of COVID. They didn't want to go and grind, but I turned up and I made money. I'm talking about when COVID hit, that people was like, I need NutriBurst, I need this.
Yep.
People was on that health and wellness. So
Yeah.
even though the
A
team
lot of
left,
people's dying.
because they didn't believe, I still believe, and I made the most money, and I hit the rank with people and without people. So right now, without a team or whatever, you can still make money. Website money, you can make on hand money, you can make money. You can definitely make you a check,
So-
regardless if people join you or not.
So who ranked y'all? Who ranked say, okay, now you're not a director no more, you a rising
company.
star.
The company.
So when you hit certain numbers, so when you hit director, you got 1,000 volume on one leg and you got 1,000 volume on the other leg. So that's director's number. Rising star is 2,500. Executive is 5,000.
The reason is what?
Executive is 5,000 on each leg.
Executive.
So when you hit volume ranks, when you hit the volume of what you're
And
bringing
you,
in, she's an executive, I'm a rising, so I'm like 25 hitting.
Okay.
But I'm going executive, and when I go executive, she going regional. So
That's 10,000 both legs. That's
Oh,
20,000.
so anytime she go,
Yeah.
okay, I got it.
But she's under her.
Yeah,
So
'cause
since
she
I'm
brought
under
her in.
her,
Yeah.
and we work together, we can bust out all these products and be like, we gonna invest 10 bands. And
So
we
let-
gonna put it in the business, but we get paid.
Right.
Right.
for inventory. A lot of people that's entrepreneurs don't get paid to put in for their inventory. They put in straight inventory.
So let me drop something off on y'all real quick, right? So, because I know, I got friends, you know, like Tiny was doing this for a little while. I know a few friends who was down with NutriBurst. So I'm a rep for a company called Ieee Life. You know, everybody knows I've been in the fitness world for like 20 years. So we have a company called Ieee Life. A lot of sports, a lot of football players, a lot of basketball players, and stuff like that is involved with the company I'm involved with. And I'm just listening to them because there's different companies. See, let me tell you, I've been a trainer for a long time. So my clients are like, I need something to fat burn, I need something to get muscle, I need to do that. I'm bringing them to GNC, I'm bringing vitamin shot. I ain't getting no kickback.
None.
I'm giving these motherfuckers, excuse my French, I'm bringing mad clients to them.
Yep.
And they got good shit, don't get me wrong, but I ain't getting nothing from it. And then when I go in there, they still charge me top dollar.
Right.
You understand? So my thing is, my company is called Ieee Life. I'm a rep. I bought into the company, right? And you know, it's a lot of familiarity with y'all talking about.
Okay.
The only thing that's different from what we have, you know, I have a website and all that stuff. The goal is to make your money back, your investment money back first, because anything come after that is
gravy.
It's gravy. So I made my money back. Like I'm sure y'all made y'all money back. But with the difference that I have that I haven't seen y'all mention is that we have an app.
Oh, we got multiple apps.
Okay, we got an app. And we also have what you call a referral system, right? Where it's like you go online and we got like mad people that's you just hit and they just wait for you to hit them and your business increases. But Father, what I'm saying is that it's good that you got into this company because you're making some money back. You refer to people, GNC. I'm not trying to put them down or vitamin shop. They're not giving you nothing. And I know this works. That worked. That it made it happen. You understand what I'm saying, though? And y'all keep doing what y'all doing with this because right now with this pandemic, it's a lot about your immune system. Your immune system is important. We lost a lot of good people. I lost a lot of good people that died. I'm like, God damn, they wasn't old, man. You know, what the fuck do you mean they died? Homeboy was supposed to come on the show. What's his name, Doc? The heavyset kid. The rapper dude for the Bronx.
Oh,
Freddie Garson.
Freddie Garson was supposed to come on and he died. What the fuck are you talking about? He died. we bugging out from that. You know what I'm saying? They call it underlying
Conditions.
Yeah.
So right now we need to pitch this.
Yes.
This is important, people.
Yes.
You understand? If you never worked out or you never cared about your health and your wellness, right now you gotta do this. Because it's gonna save your life. Outside of the vaccines and shit, you need to exercise. You need to watch what the hell you eat, especially as black people who suffer from high blood pressure, cholesterol, all of that shit, diabetes. Before the pandemic.
Yeah. You right,
Let's
Peter.
keep it 100. So when you do the numbers, it's the blacks and the Hispanics that's dying faster than the. And then I ain't got nothing against them, the Caucasians and all that. We always be the ones that suffer before everybody else, man. Take care of yourself. Listen to these ladies. Support these ladies right here. NutriBurst. Let's do this, okay?
Yes.
Aniyah, you understand?
Star.
No, real talk though, yo.
Real talk.
This is big, yo. I didn't even know Doc was on that.
Yeah. Me too. I told you, me too.
From me.
Yeah, nah.
My man, but at the end of the day, I'm glad he was doing it because it's real.
Yeah, he gave his
Nigga come in my house and shit, nigga be looking at my shit. Man, you got shell tech, nigga? You got new genetics? You know what though? I'm not mad that he's still in my mood because he care about his health. So I'm getting mad at everybody do he want to get right because he knows what I do. So at the end of the day, support these ladies right here, man. Support. Tell them where they can find you at for real talk.
So again, you can find me on Instagram at star_McMillan, STAR_McMillan, MCMILLIAN.
And you can find me at Natural Aniyah. That's Natural Aniyah. That shouldn't be hard to spell. But yeah, y'all can find me at Natural Aniyah on Instagram and Facebook, Aniyah Galette.
and tell them what podcast you're on right now. Y'all came all the way from Philly. Hold up. Y'all came all the way from Philly. Ladies and gentlemen, they came from Philly.
Period.
They ain't from the Bronx. They ain't from the five boroughs. They came from Philly. Tell them what podcast show you're on right now. The
B139.
B139.
139.
Here it is. Yeah. Aniyahs Star. Love these ladies. They good money.
Yeah.
Support.
Thank y'all for having us.
Thank
There it
you,
is.
thank you, thank you. Definitely